There in my heart, he waits in the wings, he's gotta play a part. Trouble is a friend, yeah, trouble is a friend of mine. Oh, oh, so don't be alarmed if he takes you by the arm. I won't let him win, but I'm a sucker for his charm. Trouble is a friend, yeah, trouble is a friend of mine. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Oh, my light is on. I'm gonna make sure my light is off over here. Look at that. Okay, we're good. We're good. The light is off. I'm ready to start my stream. We said hi to Dashi. Everyone check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube, and at not Star Helix and at Hey David Dunn on the Twitter. So there is a couple of things to go over today. If you have not watched my last video, girl, why? And then two, so I definitely recommend checking that out. But I'll do a quick recap here on what my reasoning, what my new strategy is, and why I'm going with this new strategy. So the new strategy is there are definitely going to be collectibles that will outpace OMI. Most likely the Secret Rare Spider-Man, probably the Todd McFarlane Batman, probably the Superman, probably the Trinity, that big three. Maybe like a Lucky, maybe some like the con exclusives, like the Lucky, the Toy Tokyo one. Maybe that Secret Rare Dragon Girl one. And the reason I say this is because most of these, I believe, will go and will not outpace OMI. I think some of these, from where their current prices are, yeah, they might 5x. They might up to 5x or maybe even higher. I think OMI will 10x, no problem. I do believe that, again, if I go and I keep all of the collectibles that I have, like 45 sets and 200 something collectibles, I keep every single one of them, well, what happens? What happens is that I'm able to go on and collect points in the Master Collector program, and I get higher in that tier, and I'm able to take all these points that I'm getting, and I'm able to go and reserve a spot for a guaranteed spot that I could buy in the Veveverse, piece of land. Now, it might not even be necessarily the Veveverse. It might be something a drop that I want. That's really cool. Maybe when they announce Pokemon or Nintendo in general, I can get that, or I can get it something in the Disney drop. So I decided, like, okay, I could collect all of this stuff now, get, let's say, a drop in the Veveverse, because I think the Veveverse, land in the Veveverse, will outpace OMI at that time. What we got here? We got a $5 hair super chat. VV Darklinks is looking fresh. Hope everyone is ready for Disney. Heyo. Yeah. I think people are ready for Disney. And thank you. I did shave for the wedding yesterday, so that is why the clean shaven face. But yeah, so let's say if I keep all of the collectibles that I had, and I went and I collected points of the Master Collector program, and I guaranteed myself, let's say, a plot of land in the Veveverse for $500. Okay. Now $500 in the Veveverse, let's say a year later, it goes and it's $5,000 and it 10x's. Okay, that's really good. That's a 10x on my money. But again, that is, I'm saving all of these for one plot of land that I'm guaranteed to get in the Veveverse for that price, and it's only a $5,000 profit. Again, that's if it 10x's. Which it probably will, because again, let's say we're able to get it in, let's say June of next year is when we get it. Mike A with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for being here, Mike A, and that $2 super chat. I appreciate it. So when I went and did the math, and so okay, well, I'm saving all these points for really an extra $5,000. But what if I sold a lot of these collectibles right now? I don't get that guaranteed land for $500. Let's say I have to spend $2,000 on it. Okay, well, if I spend $2,000 on it, then I only maybe double or 2.5x my money, which is still pretty good. I get it to on the marketplace, and then I wait a year, and then it goes that way. Well, again, I'm really only making a couple $1,000s. Where if I could sell these things of OMI right now, or I'm sorry, these things of collectibles and get some OMI, which is what I did. I think it was like 1.1 or 1.2. I basically got a little over 1 million OMI by selling a Secret Rare Dragon Girl, an Ultra Rare Spider-Man, the statue, and I don't even know what the other one I sold was. I forget what it was. And it was a Lucky. So the Secret Rare Dragon Girl, a Lucky, and an Ultra Rare Spider-Man from that Spider-Man set that got me over a million OMI. Well, I took a hit on the Secret Rare Dragon Girl and the Lucky of about $600, but I made an $800 profit on the Ultra Rare Spider-Man. I'm sorry, it was like a I'm sorry, $1,100 profit on the Spider-Man. So I actually made like $500 or $600 on the trade, and not only that, but let's say they 5x by next year. I think OMI's going to 10x by next year. So yeah, a million OMI at one point will be $1 million. I don't think those three will be $1 million. Again, I could be wrong. Veve Darkling says, guys, Disney effing Disney. Let's go! Let's get their bread! Again, you saw when Marvel came out, I think this was in a Taps Trades video. When Marvel came out, there was almost no fanfare. There was no pomp and circumstance. Nobody was really talking about it. Disney, everyone was talking about it. And I don't even think that's from Rogers and Cowan, like the people that we have to do, like the network marketing. I don't think that was them. I think that was just people saying, oh, Disney's in this now. Disney is in this now. So that's why I think they had that type of reasoning. Everyone's like, all right, Marvel's one thing, Disney is another. This is going to be worth tens, if not hundreds of billions at some point. And I've done videos on that before about landing the Veveverse and stuff like that. So with the good help of my friend Arya Realty, I went and I traded with another friend because I was not near a trust wallet at the time. So I was like, hey, Arya Realty, can you go and, can I have him send you that OMI, and then I'll take a screenshot of his QR code for Veve. I messaged it to a friend of mine, and then I went and I took I did the QR scan transfer, and Veve Darkling saying bananas. This is bananas. BANANAS. Yeah, this is 100% bananas. Disney is it's a powerhouse. So yeah, that's why I did it. That's why. Also, Disney, I think, will be one of those things, or if not the whole thing, definitely a couple of them that might outpace OMI. So I also need a little bit of gems for that. So I didn't complete the Zombie Spider-Man or Zombie Captain America sets. I have the commons that I'm probably going to sell at a loss. I'm probably gonna, just because I need the gems, just because I want those gems for Disney's going to come November 7th through the 12th. Let me repeat, 7 November through 12 November, we are going to get those Disney collectibles. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I think Disney will be one of those things that if we can get it, that would be one thing that can outpace OMI. It probably will. The three things that I had mentioned, but again, Master Collector Program is very, very interesting because some people that just want to go and say, oh, hey, I'm going to stop other people from completing sets. I mentioned this on the podcast with Foster Hilt and Cavell Anderson. In board games, you see this a lot. Hey, I don't really need this thing of oil, but I know you need it, so I'm going to take it so you don't have it. And if you want to play that game, absolutely. I've found that it is better to just focus on your own machine, focus on your own machine building thing. But a lot of other people say, no, that's the way to go. Prevent other people from moving forward. And they're going to go and they're going to buy a bunch of Cryptkins. They're going to buy a bunch of hoverboards. They're going to buy a bunch of everything. Why? They're going to do it because it's what do you call it? Just so other people can't complete those sets. That'll force the value to go up a lot because people are going to want it, and then they're going to sell it to them at a huge, huge markup. Guarantee you this happens. Guarantee you this happens. I've seen this in Pokemon many times before. I'm going to go to comments right now. We got David Rose's mom says, okay. Mariano Lopez says, I am ready. Yeah, so I'm ready also. Got the 114 million OMI. I'm going to do this again and again and again, and I will get another couple 100,000 here, couple 100,000 there, give or take. I'll get some gems because I need gems for the Disney thing. So I'm going to honestly put a bunch of these on the market. Jose Pedro Alves says, let's go, Randy. Vitasoy7 says, let's go. What's up, Randy? Hi, Dashi. Justin says, I just got Applebee's. Hey, yo. I had sushi tonight. And then I had some broccoli and cheddar soup. Oh, that was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Crypto O says, "What's going on? What's going on?" We're just chilling here. Crazy couple of days, but we chilling, we hanging. Justin says, "Hi, DD, what's going on?" B-Boy Steve says, "Let's go, brother." Also in about 40-ish hours, I will be on Wendy Stabalis's channel. She's interviewing me, which is going to be really cool, really fun. I think she titled it, "The Self-Made Millionaire." Randy Chow. I was like, ah! I love her so much. She just got her it's a bachelor's degree in some college. I forget which one it was. From like somewhere in like Central or South America. I'm actually not 100% sure where she's from. I'll obviously find everything out on the podcast that I go on. And yeah, so English is not her first language, so she speaks multiple languages, at least two, if not more. I'm really excited to be on that. She's really, really smart. She's a part of the big reason why a bunch of people were able to collect the sets that they could, as being the middleman. So she doesn't do it anymore, and I'll go more in depth to that on the podcast. Again, I'm gonna be on her podcast, so she's gonna be asking me a lot of questions. But comment down below what questions you want me to ask her, or maybe I'll try to, squeeze it in there, or I'll just get her on my podcast at some point. I don't know. I don't know how long she wants to go for. B-Boy Steve says, "Let's go, brother." And yeah, DD also says no volumes. Yeah, so that's the other thing. And I'll get back to that in a second. I have another $5 hair super chat saying, where'd it go? Right? I had one, right? Yeah. There it is. It is from Akomi Skywalker. That is my... So when I was living with my friend Mark last year, and he had a kid that was like, not really into Star Wars. I think her and her friends were just into like hitting each other with lightsabers. So I got a bunch of them. And like they like played with it for like a few hours and they were bored with it. I was like, guys, these glow in the dark. These are cool. Like they make the sounds, they make the noises. So I set up my phone on like a little perch, like it was lightning out. It was great. And I'm just going like, I'm making the noise like, and then like I kind of like myself like, oh god, and then I just didn't want to do it again after that because like they were like laughing at me. I was like, oh, but yeah, I love Star Wars, and dude, I can't wait for Star Wars NFTs. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Yoda. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be heckin' amazing. So where was I? Oh yeah, so it was Dee saying no volume. So this is why I get so many people, whether they're commenting or they're on Facebook, that are just saying, "Oh, hey, guess what? What is wrong with this token? Everything else is up, and this is still down. Like we're down a lot today. We're down a certain amount of points. Like we had Disney, we had everything that should make this a big catalyst, and it's not. It's not. It just hasn't done anything. You're absolutely right. It hasn't. Okay, well, why hasn't it done anything? Let's do some logical reasoning here. Well, okay, what else has changed? Like, the utility is still not there yet. And the big thing is, like, there's no exchanges. Again, it's so hard. I was talking with my friend Ryan tonight, talking about some Pokemon cards. Like, yo, bro, why are you still buying Pokemon cards when you could be buying OMI? And I was giving him financial advice. And he's just like, yeah, it just seems really hard to try to do it. Like, it is hard. That's what makes it worth it, is because a bunch of people have that same mindset. Like, it's too hard to buy right now. Where, if there's videos on how to do it. Now, again, if you're in New York, it's a little harder. If you only have a phone, it's a little harder. I think it's much easier on a computer. And it's boring, and it takes some time, but if you want that OMI. So yeah, there's a bunch of people that won't do it just because it's hard. Just because it's like, this is weird, it takes some time, I don't really know what I'm doing, and it's scary. It's going to be much easier when we're on a Coinbase, when we're on KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini. So all of this that's going to be cooked into it, yeah, it's going to be huge. That being said, there is probably also some whale manipulation as well. People that probably just want to go and say, oh, hey, you know what? We want to keep the price down because there's a bunch of different people out here that don't realize that as long as the price stays down, we burn a lot more OMI. And they're correct, we do. So we shall see. Like I said, I'm pretty confident that next year we go on minimum 10 cents, but probably a bit more. Moving on. B-Boy Steve says, rocket ship, diamond hands. DD says, am I my one can't hear? I don't know what that means. Because Steve says, I can't hear. I think, yeah, okay, good. You can hear now. Justin says, looking like OMI. Actually, my phone is on the charger right now. I'll get it in a minute. Whatever things are happening for OMI right now, I don't really expect it to improve for a little while. And again, I'm excited. I'm excited that I get, again, if we were on more exchanges in May or June or July, I would only have like maybe like 10 million OMI, 20 million. Like I wouldn't have this much. And now that we've waited, past July, past August, where I had like 50, 60, 70 million OMI, and it's like, okay, well, I can add, a little more here, a little more there, get up to 80, get up to 100, and now it's 114. If I can sell more and get up to 115, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it. Even though they only go in spurts of a couple 100,000. Back in the day, I was buying millions at a time because I had the money. Yeah, this is to me, this is a blessing. Okay, well, it's not mooning right now. I'm not cashing out now anyway. I'm not going to cash out now. Have to pay these short-term capital gains in April. I would not do that. It could be, well, $1 tomorrow. I'd probably cash out a little bit, but it could be 5 cents tomorrow. I'm not going to cash out because again, I have to pay taxes on those gains, which are going to be a lot in April of next year. So, moving on. He says, I can hear now, thanks. Cosmos says, Randy, what do you think is going to happen with the gains from Shiba Inu and Dogecoin? Where are the gains going? Into OMI, maybe? I don't think people that know about Shiba Inu and Doge, I don't really think they know about Okomi yet. A lot of those people are probably just into meme coins. Again, generally, when you're investing and you make like 4x your money, you're usually out. Like most people are like, all right, nope, that's it, I'm done. Maybe 5x, maybe whatever. And other people just, a lot of these newer investors just don't do that. Like, no, 10x, nothing. I'm gonna wait till I 100x. And once in a while it works. Most times it doesn't. Most times it's like, oh, hey, it's a crazy stuff. I was up like 20x, now I'm only up like 3x, and I really probably should have cashed out there. And they hodl, and sometimes again, I'm very much a proponent of hodling when it's a good project and you know where this is going to be in the future. But if it's something that doesn't really have legs, you don't know who the CEOs are, and there's like no utility, I wouldn't. Again, Shiba Inu at least now has a lot of utility. Doge does not. Doge still has like no utility whatsoever. Shiba Inu though, that could be something that I diversify into next year. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be from Shiba Inu. I think at some point when the bear market comes, even though I expect us to moon well before the bear market, but I do believe that when the bear market comes, a lot of the money that people are losing is going to trickle into us. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm done with these meme coins, going into Okomi. And we have Mike Tyson with a $10 hair super chat. Mike Tyson saying, I've been buying on Bit4X. What do you think is the best exchange to buy on? Also, is there a way to put OMI into a cold storage like a Trezor wallet or some kind of offline wallet? So, one second. So, Mike Tyson, yes, Bit4X seems to be the easiest. You obviously already know how to do that, but for anyone that is listening that maybe doesn't, just go and search into YouTube how to buy OMI, and like the first video that comes up is on Bit4X. So that seems to be the easiest right now, especially if you're in America. OKEX is probably the easiest if you're like in Asia. But that's the one that, again, I don't buy it because it doesn't work on my phone. I have a couple $100 in Bitcoin that's just lost on there. I can't get it. If I were to go log into like a computer, yeah, I could probably get it. And as far as cold storage wallet, I had one at one point. It was very, very confusing for me. I had to have my tech-savvy Asian friend help me, and he did, and I read that the Nano X and Nano S were not going to support the GoChain network anymore. Stuff was moved off there. I have them all in trust wallets right now. Be advised, though, that the trust wallets that I have, no OMI is worth, or no trust wallet has more than like 20 million OMI. It's like between 15 and 20 million OMI. On each trust wallet, and I might get a 7th if I ever go higher than this, but that'd be a lot. Cause just God forbid one happens to get hacked somehow, like it's pretty much impossible. But just if it does, like all right, it's fine. But for a cold store, again, there probably is. I don't know the best way to do that. I would say YouTube maybe and see. Oh, a lot of this person has a lot of views, putting it on the cold storage wallet, and a bunch of likes and not a lot of dislikes. That's probably your best bet, Mr. Mike Tyson. I love your fights. They're amazing. So where was I here before this? Oh yeah. Arya Realty Investments says, Randy is a genius. Thank you, Arya Realty Investments, the one who's helped me buy all of this OMI. Because of you. Mariano Lopez says, I hope Immutable X and new exchanges are ready before December. Then companies' bonuses are given to employees so more people can invest. There's a decent chance that Immutable X is done in November. Probably mid to late November, but let's say we're done on, the last week of November. A couple days before Thanksgiving. And then once that happens, they'll probably announce a couple more exchanges a week after, or a few days after. And then after they announce that, it'll take another week. So I'm going to say we won't be on exchanges until December, but we will be done with that Immutable X in November at some point. Again, I don't know when. I'm conservatively estimating the end of the month, but it's possible that it could be middle of the month or beforehand. Again, nobody 100% knows, even the developers, because every once in a while you hit a snag. It happens. Mike A says, what's up, Randy? I want to sell my NFTs for OMI, but worried if I wait until available in Veve price of OMI. Well, in Veve, the price of OMI will have gone up substantially. Wish there was easier way to sell for OMI, USDT off app right now. I've been really lucky where, and again, I typically don't do it unless you know the person. And if you're selling your collectibles, get the OMI first. I would never give out anything until I got the OMI. Until that OMI is in one of my trust wallets, or it's in my friend of mine, then I just got it, like you just did. That's when I send it. Even though the person that I was doing it with is a friend, I still gotta wait. So that is my best advice. If you're going to do it off the app, which typically I don't condone, but if you want to sell it for OMI, make sure you get the OMI first before you send them. Again, restaurants don't give you your food. Well, no, that's a lie. They do. When picking up a pizza, they don't really give you your pizza until you pay. So generally that's what I would say is just to sell it straight for OMI. To buy USDT, you'll probably have to have some fees a little bit there. But it's a lot easier to say, oh, just send me straight OMI. I'll do that. Like, there's a bunch of people that are restricted on the marketplace, and a couple of people. So like, if they want something, like, I don't care. I'll get this item for you off the marketplace that you want. They get it for you. Send me the OMI for it. I'll get it for you and I'll send it to you. There's definitely a way to make money there. But the reason I've had a couple of people say, like, hey, why don't you open up a Telegram group for like verified buyers and sellers? That is a lot of work. I don't know how a Comey would feel about that, with me advocating sidestepping they're not getting their 2% fee, or in the Marvel case 8% fee. So I don't think they would like that. But also, I don't want to be responsible for that. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of money changing hands. God forbid someone got screwed where, I thought maybe they were okay, or somebody said, oh, no, they're okay, and then they weren't okay. I would feel god awful. I know I would be the one to be like, all right, he's in my group. I vouch for this person. Let me take care of it for you. And then I would just shut down the whole group. I don't want that responsibility. VV Darklink with a $5 super. Oh, and that was an old super chat. I'm sorry. We got Mike Tyson with another $5 super chat saying Immutable X will have to do something manually with my own. Oh, right. Will I have to do something manually with my OMI, like move it somewhere, or will Immutable convert it entirely to a different token? Suppose, again, not 100% confirmed, but there are 3 ways that you're going to have to do it. If it is on the Veve app, you can do it there. Let's say if your stuff is on a trust wallet. If your stuff is on a trust wallet, you can change it to the next token by either sending it to the Veve app or sending it to an exchange. And then once it's on the exchange, it automatically converts it, and then you can send it back to your trust wallet. But you will have to do something. They did have an article out a little while ago. The next article is going to come out once we're done with phase 3. of the end of Immutable X. We're currently in phase 2 of Immutable X. Hopefully that finishes in like 7 to 10 days, and then we can get working on phase 3 of Immutable X. So I would say hopefully within the next 2 weeks we're done with phase 2, and then the next part should only take another week and a half, whatever. Phase 3 should be a lot easier. And doesn't matter what exchange it's on. They didn't say at the time. I imagine Bit4X and the stuff that they have is probably okay, but I would wait for that next article to come out, because right now we don't 100% know. Once that next article comes out, that will give us like, oh, hey, definitely move here. So I would wait to move things on exchanges for right now. If you have it on Trust Wallet, just keep it on Trust Wallet for right now. Once that article comes out, probably me, Dan Lee, Poor Man Printing, Taps Trades, Foster Hill, Cavell Anderson, we'll all be having videos saying, oh, hey, this seems the easiest way to do it. Put it on here. If you have it on here, send it to here, send it back to here. Whatever it is, we'll cover it. So I'll let you know. Guarantee when that comes out, I'll make a video. Make a video for it. Where was I? Mike A says, "What's up, Randy? Want to sell my?" Oh yeah. So if you wait until available, it's on the. Yeah, if you wait to sell your collectibles until we have MTL and until we have you're able to sell your NFT for OMI, the price of OMI might go up a bit. The price of the collectibles might go up a bit. It could go up at the same rate, or one could go up higher than the other. We don't know. But yeah, that's a risk. You could sell your stuff now, and then in the next like 3 or 4 weeks, suddenly collectibles take a giant leap, and OMI stays the same. Like, damn, I should have waited. Or the opposite could happen, where you could sell right now, and you get some OMI, and then OMI shoots up. You're like, oh, good decision I made. Good decision I made. And it probably was a good decision. But again, it's a coin flip. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Veve Darkling says, $5 super chat says, looking fresh. Hope everyone is ready for Disney. Dude, that song that Non-Fungible Wonderful did for Disney, it is so good. It slaps so hard. It's like, oh, yeah, it's... I think I like the Immutable X song better, because like Disney I don't really see as like a rap, even though like this is not... Yeah, it's kind of about Disney. It's really cool. But I do like the Immutable X, like, all right, that's rap. Like, that's cool. Like, that's gangster. The Disney Immutable, again, I love it. It slaps. It bums. It's so good. But it's a little... It's got Disney in there. Like, it's rap. Like, it shouldn't work, but it works. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I love it. But I think it would be Immutable X. Special place in my heart. One of my favorites. Crypto says, really make me think, Randy. I switched about a month ago from continuing to aggressively stack OMI to focusing on building up my Veve NFTs. And there's probably some strategy to that. Again, Toddfather, I think it was Toddfather, had 40 million OMI, sold it all for more NFTs. It's a bold move. And to a lot of people that do that type of thing, to their credit, you see a bunch of NFTs that like don't really look that good. Not Veve's, just stuff on OpenSea, that are selling for tens of thousands of dollars, and it's like, what? Like, this is probably not going to be worth that much years from now. But then you look at the Veve NFTs, like, if anything's going to be worth a lot, that's going to stand the test of time, it's probably going to be these. And if some no name is putting out this random artwork selling for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars, then what is Spider-Man going to do? What is the first appearance Todd McFarlane Batman going to do? Yeah, you're right. A lot of these could be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or maybe even $1 million. And they're correct. It could. And I could be making the wrong choice. My choice, again, I don't know what is. Again, the three that I mentioned, or the few that I mentioned, were ones that I think that will outpace OMI, and I'm not selling those. I'm selling a couple of others, but I'm not selling those. I'm doing this for more OMI. So again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Crypto Keeg says, Dan said Master Collector Program points won't be used to purchase land in the Veveverse. It won't be used to purchase land, but you can use your points to get a spot so that you can purchase land with OMI or with USDT, whatever. But agreed, he's right. You will not be able to use the points to purchase land. you'll be able to use that to guarantee yourself a spot to purchase land. And Mike A with that $2 super chat saying, new. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mike A. It's good, Cat says, the big question is, did the pants fit? So, the pants are right back here, and no, they did not. I have to take them to a dry clean. I thought today was Sunday for some reason. It's not. I have to take them to a dry cleaner on Sunday. Or I'm sorry, on Monday. I think they're closed. And hopefully they're done by Thursday. I could pick them up. And then after they're done being picked up, or after they're done on Thursday, I can, or I guess Friday, because the wedding, I have another wedding on Saturday. So I have another couple of days where I can jump rope. I can just not be a fat mother fudger. Yeah, so hopefully that works. But they did not fit. It's good, Cat. Luckily, the belt that I had, I made it tight enough so that it covered where the buttons on the pants were, so that nobody could see that my pants were unbuttoned. A little embarrassing. Also, my girlfriend was really shaking her groove thing to all the single ladies. Like, oh, the single lady. Oh, like, you know, that one. And I'm not 100% sure, like, was she just having a good time? Probably. Was she thinking, like, I'm single because I don't have a ring? And I get it, you know, if you like it, you should put a ring on it. But not sure how I feel about that. Anyway. Oh, it is my 30-minute Patreon member shout-out. You made a mess of things, ma, what a mess you made. I hate the way you make me feel, I hate the way you make me. And your world is cold outside, so button up and open wide. I hate the way you make me feel sick, sick, sick. Okay, moving on. Justin says, people on Altcoin Daily comments are blowing up Floki Inu. I bought $1 million today, as well as Sheeb and Baby Doge. Ray Grenade's laughing. So, I would say be careful. Sheeb is probably fine. That'll probably continue to grow. Baby Doge and Floki, I have no idea what they are. Most likely just meme coins that probably have no utility. But again, I don't know. With any meme coin, there's opportunity. And if you can time it well, if you can time it, you'll probably make a lot of money. But if you can't, then there's you might lose, whatever you put into it, which, is whatever, it's fine. That is just my thinking on it. Chris Gar says, what will be worth more in a year? 7 million OMI or 4 secret rare Spideys? Asking for a friend. Okay, so I'm most likely it's probably 4. Oh, I don't know. Really depends. What will go up more? Like if you have right meow. Let's say 7 million OMI is right now. I don't even know what it is. So if 1 million is about 6,200. So 6,200 times 7. So what is 60 times 7? That's about 420. So 420 plus about 7 times 2 times 7, 14. So about 434. So it's about 434. I'm sorry, $43,400 for 7 million OMI, right? And a secret rare Spider-Man is about 14K. And 14K is right now currently, if you times it by, how much would you say? 4. You're looking at about what's 4 and 16, so about 56,000. So they're not secret rare Spideys right now. 4 of them are worth more than 7 million OMI. But in a year, let's say those secret rare Spideys are about 100K each, which should put this up at about 400, about 400,000. So an increase of about 344,000 versus 7 million OMI. That's such a wild card, because this could be 10 cents, which would make it about still a lot more than it is now. That would be worth about $700,000. So $700,000 a year from now, 10 cents is already But again, that's at 10 cents. I think this can go a lot higher than that. So, that being said, I would say that 7 million OMI will be worth more than a year. Yeah, if you had one choice or the other, buy 7 million OMI or buy 4 Secret Rare Spideys. If I could only choose one, I would do the 7 million OMI, but I would most likely do 1 Secret Rare Spidey and then the rest in OMI. Just because, again, that's going to be a huge flex. Huge flex. Tiago Pinto Marquez says DC Ryu. I'm not 100% sure what that means. And Veve Darkling with the $5 super chat says Disney, effing Disney, let's go. Sorry about that. Just hydrating. Yeah, Disney's probably going to be. Again, I've said this before on another stream. Maybe it was mine. I'm not 100% sure, but you take a lot of people over the age of like 50 and above, 45 and above. Like, yeah, they might know who Pikachu is. Maybe they know what Charizard is. Are they gonna know what like a War Turtle is? Are they gonna know what a Kangaskhan is? No, like Kangaskhan, the guy that took over Asia. Like, that's exactly what they're gonna think. But everybody's grandma knows who Mickey Mouse is. They know who Winnie the Pooh is. Disney could possibly be one of the biggest, possibly the biggest announcement. Now, obviously, as us people, late 20s, early 30s crowd, as we get older, we're probably going to be spending more stuff on Pokemon. But for right now, Disney might be the one that can go and get everyone. Again, people that are 50 years old that have had 30 years to go build capital, that have a lot more money than most people that are in their 20s or 30s. They'll spend more stuff. They'll spend more money on Disney products than Pokemon. But again, that's right now, and there's always exceptions to every rule. I'm still excited for Pokemon. Stinger444 says, where does everyone buy their OMI? Most people do it on Bitforex. Jose Pedro Alves says, Dissy. I'm not 100% sure what Dissy means. Dutton says, whales are dumping, I take it. Yeah. That's just typical whale activity. Tiago Pinto Marquez, hi Randy. Do you think that Disney have enough power to Dissy? I don't know what that means. I think Disney has enough power to Dissy. D-I-S-Y. I buy OMI in a Sendex. Okay, so Mariano Lopez buys OMI in a Sendex. Again, you could buy it there, you could buy it at Gate.io, or, like I said, OKEX. Veve Darkling with that $5 super chat. Thank you so much for your support tonight. I said, this ish is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Justin says, exclusive David Yu interview on my channel. What? Hang on one second, Justin. Oh, God. My body. Oh, God. My other body. I'm going to go onto my chat here. My other body. Okay. And I'm going to go where Justin says, oh, I can't even go and look at his channel. That's so weird. All right, disregard. I guess I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself a like. So if everyone can go smash that like button, that would be really great, considering I have 100 people on here right now. Okay, moving on. Tiago Pinto Marquez. Unfortunately, I do not really speak Spanish, so I'm not 100% sure what you are saying there. I will, if you, I assume if you come onto Wendy's channel on Monday and you go and ask those questions, she can translate them for me, and I will totally be there to answer, senor. Dude, these fees though, yeah, fees are rough. That's why I wouldn't want USDT. I would want people to just pay me in OMI, because they pay me in USDT, and I send it to Bitforex, and any exchange will take a fee, and I don't want them to take a fee. I want to buy as much OMI as possible. So again, what I did for a friend of mine that bought these, I just sent him. He didn't have any Go token. I happen to have some Go tokens. So I was like, all right, let me send him, or I told my friend to send him Go token, and I gave my friend money for it. Just because, yeah, you're gonna have. I think you can get Go token on Binance or SushiSwap. You can get Go token almost anywhere, but you needed to move it. Braver Sensei says, is it true that OMI is dumping because it's not yet any utility? again, I don't. When people say dumping, I feel like people. What's that movie? Is like, oh, this word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Let me go to the bit forex right now. Dumping, I feel like it just classified as, oh my god, OMI just took a dump. Like it's down like 40%, but it's not. It's still at 0.0061. So I'm happy getting more. Um, yeah, there's a lot. So there's a lot of people that are definitely selling. Dumping, I would expect. When I hear dumping, if this goes to 0.0040, that's dumping. But this is not. It's just kind of like, all right, staying steady. I feel like it's a lot of the same people that are buying and selling. And I think a lot of these times, a lot of whales are losing out. Yeah, they're keeping the price low, and maybe they still have hundreds of millions or billions left, but they're going into hands that aren't going to sell. At least I'm not. At least not yet. Not until it's much, 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 much higher. Yeah. Moving on. Yeah. Ray Grenade says OMI isn't dumping. Correct. Mariano Lopez says fees will be covered by the gains. That's true. They will at some point. Jose Pedro Alves says, where can I buy... Again, I don't know what Dissy is, so I have zero idea. Aries Vasquez says, what utility does / will OMI hold? Buying NFTs, which is a huge one. Buying stuff in the Veveverse, whether it's land or accessories. Again, there's going to be a Disneyland in the Veveverse, and there's going to be a Veve shop. And you're going to be able to spend OMI in that Veve shop. So it'll have a lot of utility. Staking as well. Jose Pedro Alves, hey, Nakomi Skywalker, we love you. Mariano Lopez says, it was UNAM, one of the best in Mexico. Okay, so Wendy went to UNAM, University, something Mexico, maybe? I don't know, but I guess it's one of the best schools in Mexico, and I think she got a bachelor's, and she's just very smart. Smarter than me. I do not have a college degree. I do not have that brain for it. David Rosenbaum says, give Wendy my number. I don't have your number, David Rosenbaum, but I'm glad that if I ever did get your number, I have permission to give it to Wendy, but I'm sure she's taken. Mariano Lopez says, UNAM University. Mm-hmm. Akomi Skywalker. Hey-o, what's going on, Akomi Skywalker? That $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Cloud Shack says, I have 400,000 OMI. Gosh, I am such an OMI noob. I wouldn't say a noob. Like, when this reaches $1, you have a couple $100,000 there. Even when this reaches, you said earlier, 400,000. When this reaches 25 cents, that's $100,000. Most people in the world never have $100,000. At least at one time. Like, that's very, very hard to do. That is nothing to laugh at. I didn't reach that until a few years ago, like 2019, when I was still in my 20s, but it was late 20s. Jealous at a bunch of people right now that are a decade younger than me. Some people in their teens, and what happens? Like, they have a couple 100,000 OMI. They're gonna reach those milestones a lot quicker than I did, and very happy for them. Very happy for you too. DD says, what is the best collectible to try and get on Veve for first-time buyers? I always say the comics, because it's like guaranteed profit. Even if you buy it for $7, oh, hey, the common's only selling for $12, you get $10 out of it. It's a net of $3. Is that a lot? No, but there's also a chance that you get an uncommon, or a rare, or an ultra rare secret, or you can make hundreds of dollars. Sometimes over $1,000 for 30 seconds of your life. Pretty good deal. So definitely the comic drops I always recommend. And then at the end of the day, collect what you like. Like, collect what you honestly like what's really cool. My first collectible, I think, was it was the Ice King. It was the Ice King from Adventure Time. Why? Because that was one of the only times that a kid's show ever addressed, like, not just mental illness, but like dementia. I think the only other time that was addressed was maybe in, like, I don't even know, a kid's show. They might have done it on, like, Seventh Heaven. I know they did on Desperate Housewives ones, but yeah, it wasn't addressed. It was never something that was Adventure Time, regular show. There's a bunch of things that dealt with a lot of adult issues for kids shows. It's like, that's really cool. I really love that. So him and Marceline I got, and then, like I said, I got stuff that I just liked, which is fun. Wild's Journey says, question, how do you get your family to not brush away Veve? I show everyone in my family, and they laugh and call it stupid. You can't, like, again, student is ready, the master shall appear. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. Lead a human to knowledge, you can't make him think. There is, you just can't. Just again, I forget what book I read it in. And then I read that it's like, I tried to change the world, I couldn't change the world. Tried to change my country, couldn't change my country. Tried to change my community, my town, couldn't change them either. I thought, well, at least I can change my family. Couldn't change your family. At the end of the day, the only person you can really change is yourself. And maybe, if you're lucky, some people will recognize the hard work that you're doing, self-care that you're doing to yourself, and they'll see the change in you. And maybe because of that, you'll inspire someone, hopefully that you're really close to, that will change themselves. And if a whole community sees a whole family change, hey, maybe that'll help the community, maybe that can help their country, and maybe that can help the world. Again, Steve Irwin's parents, did they expect their son to be like one of the most influential people in the world at one point, especially in conservation? Probably not. They probably just thought, okay, well, we're conservationists, we'll teach him to be a conservationist, and maybe that'll carry on to his kids. So they did that themselves, and that person, Steve Irwin, he changed the world. Like, his family continuously still fighting for conservation, and that changed me, and that I'll eventually one day have millions of dollars, like plural, like hopefully deca millions, and I'm putting most of that. And I told it on Foster Hill's channel the other day. I told it on my last video. At the end of the day, I'm going to collect the ones I like. I will go and back collect some Pokemon cards. I will go and do whatever. But I'm also going to do this just really this is the best opportunity I have to make money for animal conservation. Like that's it. I love collecting. I love this company. I love the people. I love the community. But at the end of the day, it is still so I can. It's not so I can get like this crazy big house. It's not so I can get like a boat, like a yacht, or 7 cars, one for each week or one for each day of the week. It's for animal conservation. So if there was a better opportunity for me to make money, no matter how much I love this company, I would go elsewhere. But there's not. In my opinion, there's not. If there was, that's where I'd be. So that's hopefully what I can do. And again, I also want to have this thing where this is not going to be the last project that I invest in. Like 5-10 years down the road, there's probably going to be something else that will moon harder than what OMI is. OMI is already probably going to be up here worth a couple of dollars. There's probably going to be something that's just starting out, hey, this is probably going to succeed, whatever it's at. And I mean, throughout the course of this century, there's a decent chance that the most important technology hasn't been developed yet. Again, we're only 21, almost 22 years into this. There's a decent chance that the most important disruptive fundamental technology won't be created this decade. And maybe it's done in 2030. It's like, oh, this is going to be a game changer. So again, that's just my opinions on certain things. And so Wild's Journey, I know is a really long answer to really that you can't just do the best you can. Call me Skywalker's laughing for some reason. Jen says, great response to the volume comment. No problem. Iris Vasquez says, buy ERC20 wrapped OMI WOMI. You can do that. I've never bought that, so I don't know anything about it. National Cook says, Cloud Shack. Any OMI collectibles are amazing right now. Even 10,000 OMI could change someone's life. It's 100% true. Again, I did it in my last video. The statistic, I don't know if it's 32,000 or 36,000. If you make either $32,000 or $36,000 per year, you're in the top 1% in the world. It's like, well, that's like kind of barely above the poverty level in the U.S., or at least in New York. You're right, it is, but most people in the world do not make that, at least in U.S. dollars anyway. So you're doing okay if you're making that, even if you think you're not. 10,000 OMI, which could be $10,000 one day, it probably will be. Game changing. Absolutely game changing. Nicholas Talbot is Chavez. Yo, what's going on, Nick Talbot? How you doing, fam? That comment was about 30-ish minutes ago. I'm so sorry for being behind on here. Mike A says, if, and I mean if, the OMI utility article comes out next Friday, then expect a nice jump in OMI price followed by a retrace. Yeah, I can see that. Aris Vasquez says, spread the word of the Lord. Dashy. Maxwell Cook says, now let's smash that like button. Yeah, everyone listen to Maxwell Cook and smash that like button. That'd be great. DD says, I don't get paid until the 7th. I need 750,000 more OMI to be content. Well, there's a decent chance that we're kind of here until the 7th. Again, maybe the OMI utility article comes out before then, and maybe we go moon, and then there's a retrace. But again, I still think that for the most part, we're going to be okay for the next month, where we'll be around this spot. We'll trade, between here and 007, whatever, maybe 008, the high. And again, it's just about exchanges. Once we get on exchanges, this will never be the same again. Olivia Hernandez says, "Hello, what's up, Olivia? How's it going?" Cloud Shack says, "But by the time OMI is adopted on Coinbase, etc., the price will reflect that." I don't think so. I don't think it will reflect on until until a few weeks after on Coinbase. It's not going to reflect just because we're on it that day. It might take a couple weeks, and again, just because that's where it is at that point doesn't mean it won't retrace, doesn't mean it won't go higher. Again, more and more people find out about this. It's like buying stock in Disney. It's like, again, my friend Tom, when he knew that he needed to invest in Facebook, was when his wife was having, just had like either I don't know if it was their first kid, maybe it was their second kid, because I don't think she would have reacted like this if it was her first kid. She had just given birth. The nurse lady, doctor lady, whoever was coming back with her baby that she had just given birth to. She was finishing up a status or a post on Facebook. Hang on one second. Okay, done. Then she grabbed her baby. And my friend Tom texts his buddy. He's like, he looks at that. He's not mad. He's like, text his buddy, we need to get into Facebook. Like, we need to invest in Facebook. Because if somebody has a child that they just gave birth to, so no, hold on, let me finish my Facebook post, we need to get in Facebook. When other people look at the fact that, hey, I am, for me, literally trying to revolve my life around the drops, around covering every piece of news, around spending tens of thousands of dollars on digital, like, people are going to be like, you are heckin' nuts, and they might be right, but they're also going to see, oh, it's not just him, it's a lot of other people too. It's a lot of other people that are putting into digital collectibles, and they're going to find out exactly how much of a sensation this is, and they're going to be like, all right, well, if this is like this right now with a couple 100,000 people and nobody knows about it, there's going to be millions of people in this, I'm going to get in now. So I guarantee you, I don't even remember what the question was. Is that the early adopters will probably still be through next year. Like, I think that's still early. Anything that you get in before the Veveverse is early, even when the Veveverse first starts and it hasn't gotten its land legs yet. Maybe it's just like, okay, here we are, this is what we're doing today. And it's maybe not that fun yet, or at least not as fun as it could be. They only did, let's say, 10% of what they wanted to do with the parks. I would say at that point, you're still early. Just my opinion. Diego Pinto Marquez says, I've heard something about OMI being listed on the new Shiba swap. You know anything about it? Hope they can do a set with little Shiba Inus. I don't know. Maybe, again, any exchange I'm 100% for, as long as it's done, legally and correctly, and yeah, I'm fine. But I don't know anything about that. Olivia Hernandez says, hopefully. Olivia Hernandez says, hopefully 10 cents. Yeah, 10 cents by next year is, yeah, probably doable. Maxwell Cook says, OMI utility article is a jump, and once Immutable X hits into exchanges, yeah, I agree. So probably by December is when we get new exchanges, and who knows which ones we're going to get, but we shall see. Arya Realty Investments, OMI dad. Aris Vasquez says, buy the dip will make you a OMI millionaire when Nat Geo releases NFTs on Veve. I mean, well, yeah, if you go on Disney Plus. Actually, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right booking meow. I have 310 million OMI burned today. That's about 1/3 of 1 billion, which is bananas. Anyway, no, it's not. All right, so we have on Disney Plus. What do you see at the end of it? What is on the end of it? Okay. We have National Geographic over here. National Geographic. So yeah, it's a decent chance. We have some Nat Geo NFTs. Aris Vasquez says, assuming they are verifiable NFTs on Immutable X. Yes, 100%. CloudJack says $750,000 in OMI. Oh my God, that's a dream. You will have a yacht someday. Well, I didn't put that much into it. I put maybe 450 into it. But I have, what's 114? What's the price right now? Take a look, see at the price. It's my life. Do whatever I want to do. It's my life. All right, 616. So 114 million. Yeah, so I got about 700,000 worth of OMI right now, which is really not a lot. Like, I've lost over $250,000 these past few weeks. So we were at 0.0083 or whatever we were at. Now we're at 0.00616. So yeah, I've lost about $275,000. And am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. I'm buying more. It was a gift from the crypto gods, a gift from Dashi to fill our bags one last time. I've said that about 30 times right now. I'm gonna fill my bags one last time. DD says, what was your first entry price on OMI? My first entry price was between 0.007 and 0.008 several months ago. Rode this all the way down. And now we're about where we were, give or take. Arya Realty does get 1 billion OMI like Brock. Like I said, I'll be lucky if I can get another million, so I can get up to 115. If I can get up to 115 million, that's hella impressive. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on what I do. If there's anything that I could do legally, I would. And just because something's legal doesn't necessarily mean it's moral. If it's legal and moral, I'll do it. If I can get 1 billion OMI, pipe dream. We wish, right? Who knows? DD says, hope so. CloudCheck says, I know we stay positive here and hopeful, but the 1% chance things go the wrong way and OMI tanks forever, what sort of things would cause that? Competition, e.g. Facebook, something else? It wouldn't be competition. The only things that could make this go down are solar flare, alien invasion, not a good one, or maybe like a parasite that just infects the minds of the Akomi team and they lose their minds. And even if it's not alien, yeah. So those three things, maybe alien abduction as well, from them, for them. Those are probably the only things that would make it tank and go to zero. Maybe World War III. World War III might probably do it as well. So there are several ways in which it could conceivably, maybe like a computer virus in a hacking code where, nuclear codes in the U.S. are like set off and the Dakotas are just gone and maybe like Wyoming, Wisconsin, like all of like the Northwest is just destroyed. Maybe that does it, but again, like I said, a lot of this would probably be very, very hard to do. But Akomi has no serious competition. He says for all of us. Mm-hmm. Mike Tyson with that $10 super chat saying, I've been buying on Bit4X. What I think is the best exchange to buy on, I think it would be Bit4X. Mike Tyson also says, is there a way to put OMI in a cold storage, like Trezor wallet or some kind of offline wallet? And I did mention that before, but I will mention again that I have Mike Tyson on my... I forgot to add the next... I forgot to add the rest of the thing on my Snapchat, but I have him on my YouTube video. Anyway, so in case you didn't read it before, Mike Tyson, I'll say it again. Someone at the door? No, we're good. So I'll say it again, is that I would keep it on the Trust wallet for right now, and then there definitely probably is some ways to put it on a cold storage wallet. I'm not familiar with it. I know that it's very, very hard to do. I have my OMI on several trust wallets. Just God forbid one of them ever gets hacked. It's only one of them. So if you have a lot, I would say put it on a couple different trust wallets. Obviously, write those seed phrases down in like multiple places where no one will find. Justin says, Altcoin Daily said a movie theater chain will start accepting Shiba. Maybe they will. Again, like if it's one movie theater chain accepting, like I don't know really how much utility. Again, Shiba has a lot of utility, or at least a decent amount. I don't think it needs to do that, but if it wants to, and yeah, people might jump on the news, that'd be pretty cool. It is time for my 1 hour Patreon member shout out. In the days that bite down trees, choose away the bark when it gets dark. Batarada sky, new working. He's got to be the beaver. He's got the beaver fever. Beaver fever. That was from Angry Beavers. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did. Moving on. George17 says, so far the collectibles are awesome. Wait until they have something you can't live without or really, really want. Peyton Manning NFT signed or Darth Vader 1976 version. Ha ha ha. I actually, somebody commented on my last video and just said, I want to do the same thing that you're doing. I want to sell these NFTs, but I can't. They mean too much to me. And I was like, that is how you know. That's how you know a bunch of these are just going to... That's how you know we have something special. Or you want to sell them for profit, but you can't because they mean too much to you. That's the same exact feel that I had when selling Pokemon cards. So, yeah. Aries Vasco says, move WOMI, wrapped ERC20 OMI, to your hardware wallet. I guess you could do that. Again, I've never done it, so hopefully there's videos out there to explain it. Blaze13 says, if you can pick up an Akomi wallet, it's really easy to use and super safe. I heard those are so few and far between, like they're so hard to get. I've tried to get them, I haven't been able to. Gunther Heisenberg says, the Akomi wallet isn't cold storage? It should be. Yeah, because it's offline. Blaze13 says, nearly always sold out though. Yeah, it is. Junior Sanchez says, hi Randy. How are you, brother? I'm doing alright, Junior. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I'm chilling with Dashi. I had a wedding to go to yesterday. That was so much fun. And I got a... Oh, also, I ran into a dude that looks like Post Malone today. Doesn't he look like Post Malone? Doesn't he look like Post Malone without the tattoos? Yeah, aw. Me and a buddy of mine, had a picture of us. Alright, moving on. Blaze13 says, yeah, they have cold storage wallets. Jman21 says, how about the Akomi Secure wallet? Yeah, that's it, the cold storage that we're talking about. Maxwell Cook says, Veve app is getting slow. The onboards are real. They're getting thousands and thousands of people every single day. Jose Pedro says, Dissy. I don't know what Dissy is. There's the Akomi Secure wallet. Aris Vasco says, wrapped OMI. Mike Tyson says, that's smart. I like that 7 different trust wallets, spreading them out just in case of some hack. Yeah, I thought that was really good as well. Pretty safe. Does this? Would you consider migrating half of your OMI from Trust Wallet to MetaMask? I don't really know how to use MetaMask, so no. If I was smarter and I knew how and I was comfortable with it, then yeah, absolutely. Maxwell Cook says, let's be honest. We want those bonus checks for more OMI. The price will moon regardless. I hope so. Blaze13 says, Jman21. Uncle Drew says, bought the bulk of my OMI in February before all-time high and on the way up to all-time high. Secured 5 million, but could have easily had 40 million. I'm a little sour, but still super grateful. Can't wait to quit my 9-to-5 job in 2015. We're in 2021, aren't we? Maybe meant 2025. Well, it says, good doing business with the real Randy Chavez. Yes, I did do it with Wes. The business with Wes. I gave Wes the business. No. Me and Wes did the transactions. The OMI for the Secret Rare Dragon Girl, the Lucky, and then the Ultra Rare Spider-Man for like 1 point something million OMI. Forget what it was. Mike Tyson, that $5 super chat, saying, Immutable X will have to do something manually with my OMI. At some point, you probably will if you have it on Trust Wallet. Yeah, like move it to an exchange or move it to the VV app. But again, there'll be an article when that comes out. It doesn't matter what exchange it's on. I'm not 100% sure. Just sending OMI to the VV app will make the collectibles feel more like NFTs on the blockchain. Agreed. Jose says, Ray Fixie has one. That's interesting. Paolo says, I have it on Bit4X. Do you think it's bad? I wouldn't keep mine on Bit4X just because you technically, it's not yours if it's on there. I'd rather have possession of it. B-Boy Steve says, good song. Why, thank you. J-Man21 says, what's your opinion on the Kripken set long term? Looks like everyone is scrambling to get that set. Yeah, I think that is really good long term. And I like it because it's very, very cheap. That has the opportunity to moon really hard. Go through there. So I have somebody that says, heard your strategy and thought to myself, man, my vault is worth 30K. Maybe I should do something. Oh, it's what I was just talking about. Just sell and put it into OMI. Next thought that proceeded to come after that was, nah, I can't do that to attach to my collectibles. And he asked, are you sure you're going to go through with it? It's like, I did for a few already. Another million OMI secured. I love it when I get to say that. Like, oh, yeah, I just got another million OMI. Oh, that was great. All right, moving on here. Mike says, I heard Da Vinci rotating logos were on a morning talk show in the UK. These are the sleeping giants in the Veve app. Very, very possible. Only One Link says, what old collectible do you think will come to life tomorrow? Oh, yeah, that's true. We're supposed to have something by Halloween. A lot of people are saying the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. That'd be pretty cool. Some people were thinking Jake the Dog, which could be interesting. Maybe Catwoman, the Vault. I don't know. But I'm really excited to see which one. Maybe I shouldn't have sold some of my stuff for OMI until, oh god, if it was a Secret Rare Dragon Girl or if it was Lucky, or I would be like, oh, bad times. I messed up so bad. Top Killer says she's now a single lady, referring to when Danielle was dancing to all the single ladies. Yeah, ruffle. Mariano Lopez says, what are your thoughts on Meta announced by Facebook? Do you think that will help to have more visibility on VV2? Do you think that Meta was the reason of Mana doing a 10x today? Meta was definitely the reason that Mana had skyrocketed these past couple of days. It's insane. A buddy of mine says, like yesterday, literally said, okay, or like 2 days ago said, oh yeah, my Mana's skyrocketing. This was on Thursday. It's like, yeah, because of that Meta video. And then yesterday, he sold it. He did really well with his money. And then after he sold it yesterday, it like mooned again today. He's like, oh god. And it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have sold all of it. Again, you don't know. Should you take out your initial investment and let the rest ride? Probably. That might be the smart thing to do. I, of course, never do that. But, yeah. In hindsight, Vision's 2020, you can't do that to yourself. They're like, oh, I wish I should have done this and I should have done this. Hindsight's 2020. Most important shot in golf is your next one. Most important investing is your next one. Your next move, anyway. But yeah, I think Meta, Facebook announcing Meta, I think is very, very good. It brings more people into the hobby, brings more awareness to the space. Very happy they did that. Mike says, I predict the Da Vinci brand rotating logos will be the first NFT to hit 50K. I mean, Donnie hit that already, and we had a comic hit that. But maybe it's the next one to hit 50K. Could be. Doesn't says, your girl is eyeing all that, homie. I've been trying to get her to buy some. She doesn't really understand it, but she did get about $25,000 worth of Bitcoin when it was lower. So she has about 3/4 of a Bitcoin. And, well, she has 3/4 of a Bitcoin. So, when this reaches 100 grand and she has $75,000, I'll be the reason that she made an extra $50,000 this year. So, I think she's going to keep me around for a little while. I think she's going to, even if which I'm sure she loves me. I pretty much know that she does. But even if she didn't, she'd be like, well, he gives me really good financial advice, so I'm probably going to stay with him. That's my thing. Like, even if they fall out of love with me, make them a lot of money, they might stay with you a little longer. Just a thought. Might not even be true. Top Killer says, time to invest in fetus Shiba Inu. Justin's laughing at that too. Maybe. Mike says OMI is only or one of very few crypto making money. Have a real business. Ask yourself the question: what is Sheeb selling, or what is Polygon selling? Ask that about any coin out there. OMI is only see. Oh, is the only coin. Um, I mean, Sheeb does have smart contracts, and I think they have make NFTs with them, or at least on them. But yeah, I don't. OMI's nobody knows about this yet. I can't wait till they do, and I can be like, I can't wait to like see NBC or MSNBC. Someone like picks me up, like, oh, hey, can we do an interview with you, Mister YouTube chat? You going all in with this, and you still don't have a bed. I can't wait. I can't wait for this to hit 10 cents. Hopefully it hits it by like January. It's like you still don't have a bed. Nope, nope. $10 million don't have a bed. Moving on. Justin says, Mike, meme coins defy logic. They do. Top Killer says, OMI. All right, so when he says meme coins defy logic, Crypto Rain, for those of you that have not heard, I will say again, before he was on Taps' channel, and as he was just interviewed by Taps as well, he said multiple times, like, it wasn't just a one-off thing where he had, like, an attack, and he's like, $1 OMI. No, he said it multiple times, calmly, coolly, collectedly. He's been in this space for a long time, more successful than I am, older, more experienced, at least in cryptos. And he says, by technical analysis, no, OMI should not hit $1 next year, but it probably will. And he says it will because of X, Y, and Z. He says because people are going to FOMO, they're going to chase those green candles. All of this major catalysts that would have been cooked into the price aren't yet, and it will. And he says that's why it'll be $1 next year. I still don't see it, but fudge, maybe I'm wrong. Even if it hits even half that at 50 cents, even half of that, core that 25 cents, I don't know what to do. So Taco says, OMI is the way. Nothing will be worth more than OMI in a couple of years, unless there's like a 1-to-1 gold Charizard that spews out gold flames. Maybe. Mike says, what is Sheeb selling? How are they making money? How are they paying the light bill? When you can't answer that, stay miles away. Hashtag Hitcoin. Again, they do have smart contracts, and they do have something else. I know a couple of things, and they do burn a lot of coins too. But yeah, I don't. You're right. Those are very, very good questions. Collins4040 says thoughts on Doge Elon. I don't know what it is. I'm probably a meme coin and probably stay away from it. My Swallow says, oh, are we live? You should have told me. Sorry, man. My fault. My fault. Dennis Lee says, Veve needs to put out more animated NFTs. They probably will. Justin's laughing. Tyler Killer says, I just love the Shiba Inu fanboys, and that Shiba is not a meme coin anymore, and that has utility. Like, yeah, you can buy a pixelated dog with Shiba. Well, I think one of two things. I think that'll always be a meme coin, but it's also a lot more than a meme coin now. At least so we're seeing. So it'll probably still keep going up. Lord of the Realm says, yes, more OMI. I did it! Jose Pedro Alves says, can you spit like Randy Norton? Did you mean Randy Orton, the WWE wrestler? I don't know how he spits, but maybe. Frank Sabaka says, hi, Randy. Ultra rare zombie cap is about 300 gems floor. I think I can get maybe 340 to 350 gems for Captain Carter, which is rare. I can then complete the set by getting the ultra rare zombie cap. Thoughts? I mean, if you want to do that, and then take the other gems, and it's like, okay, well, I can complete that set, and I'm sorry, what did you say? You can complete that set, and yeah, I mean, if you already have the common, you can complete that set and net and other gems. Yeah, get more points to collect. But I think that I don't know. I would say that's a coin flip. Right now, it benefits you because the amount of sets that you have are completed stay the same. Because you -1 set completed for selling the Captain Carter, but you +1 completed for getting that Captain America zombie. And that's an ultra rare versus Captain Carter only being a rare, so it's more points in Master Collector program. And you get an additional 100 points just for completing that set in general. And you get the additional 40 gems. So short term, it looks really good, but long term, I don't know where that goes. I would think that long term, Captain Carter would be more coveted. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. David Rosen's mom says, red light, green light. Red light, green light. Mike says, I have 100 million OMI ready to buy up NFTs waiting for this. I will clear the Veve app of Javinci's rotating logos and a secret rare Spider-Man. Wow. 100 million OMIs. A lot of money. Lee Sin says, you clean up. Looking good. Looking GQ smooth. Why, thank you, Lee Sin. You should see me when I'm like 20 pounds lighter and I'm just shredded. There's no fat on my face and I'm still jacked. I'm not jacked AF right now. I'm very, very not jacked. Ryan Johnson says, no one is talking about buybacks. They're still going to have the biggest pressure on the price. Right now, they have over 15 billion. Buybacks would moon the price. They do want to save buybacks for when whales try to manipulate. They haven't, though. They haven't done it yet. So buybacks will be pretty awesome as well. Top Killer says, Mike, damn. Yeah, Mike's got a lot of OMI there. Brendan Lago says, I had 30,000 OMI, had sold in March, bought back in November because I gave up on the project. Lesson learned. It is a rough lesson, but yeah, lesson learned. Expensive lesson, but as long as you learn from it. Squid Cat says, my family laughed at Veve until they saw my profits. Nothing else convinced them. Yeah. Oh, Brendan says, October. Gotcha. Yeah, no. They'll laugh until they see. Then they joined. Oh, very good. I'm glad they saw your profits. Sarah says, once utility comes, I assume they will start buybacks again as well. In my opinion, the reason they don't do buybacks because they did buybacks without utility. We would be considered security. That's also true. Mike says, now we have the whole Disney team working around the clock. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they definitely do. Lee Sin says, OMI is expensive because of gas. I would definitely not buy that then. At least for me. Mike says, I hope everyone realizes this is Disney now. This is how they acquire companies over a course of years while keeping brand in place. Agreed. Sarah says, LOL, Brock has more than $1 billion OMI. He does. Brock is the man. And he just bought another $200,000 worth of OMI a couple weeks ago. So yeah, the man. Brock says, that's how Disney acquired all that land to build Disney World. They didn't want word to get out for people to raise prices, so they bought all that land through many shell companies for privacy. Absolutely. MT Lots, Mike Tango Lots, was one of the companies. So MT Lots, say it real quick. Oh, Empty Lots. Nothing but lots. Yeah, I love that about them. Lee says, I was turned away from OMI because of the total supply of 750 billion, but I'm slowly coming around. Leeson, as long as you take a look at, hey, there was 750 billion minted, but 94 billion of that is locked away for like 1,000 years, so that's never coming back. And then you look at the fact that 340 billion are in the reserve wallet and in the vault, never to go into circulation. Basically, you look at it, there's only 300 billion that could ever be in circulating supply, and that'll get burned very, very heavily starting next year. Blaze says, love Adventure Time, underrated first season set. Yeah, I love it too. J91 Raven says, I have a friend that pays me to buy OMI for him and send it to his trust wallet because he doesn't want to take the time. I do that with Arya Realty investments. Same thing. One, I don't have a computer, and two, that's what he does. I just give him a different address every now and then, and he gets it. Because again, I don't want him sending everything to one wallet, so I'll give him a few different addresses. Mr. Collector 28 says, what's up, everyone? I thought I was crazy with OMI and Veve till I came across Randy. Look to me for sanity, or look to me for crazy so that you could seem sane. Okay, all right, I can dig it. Whatever helps. Mike says, Frank, bullseye. Blaze 13 says, yeah, I need more friends like yours. Mike says, Shiba Swap doesn't work. Damn. David Rose's mom says, I invested my entire allowance and got 1 OMI. Will I be rich tomorrow? So David Rosen's mom, you get an allowance from David Rosen's grandmom? Jalen Raven says, David Rosen's mom, standard crypto question. Lord of the Realms says, what's the next Adventure Time set at? I need Gunther. My Ice King is lonely. I think they're around the same thing. They're around the same. Blaze says, what's up, Master Collector 28? Seen you nearly at 50 sets. Boss level Master Collector. Something to strive towards, definitely. Maxwell Cook says, once people can buy collectibles with OMI, I can get the OMI bag I want. Sent you a video, hashtag Common Gang. Have a lot of mints for a reason. Okay, all right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Frank Zabaka says, I haven't felt this attached to digital goods since I played an undead mage in the top horde guild on our server in World of Warcraft. We were ranked 300 in the world at one point. That's amazing. That's amazing. Mr. Collector says, "What's up, Blaze? Thanks. I told myself that I was just going to grab as many Season 1 sets as possible and stop. Same. I have to sneeze. Ooh, bless me. Blaze says, if we're burning this much OMI now, just imagine when we have 10 million users, major utility, and Viviverse. Yeah, if we're... This is going to be... It's going to be insane. Absolutely insane. Justin says, I just imagine Randy getting swatted on stream when he looked at the door. Nobody get ideas. Well, thankfully nobody really knows where I live. So, I mean, there are probably tens of thousands of homes in Massapequa, New York. I don't think. I mean, it would be very hard to try to find me. Mike says, Randy, name one utility that Sheeb has. They don't have a product. They don't sell anything. It has 0 utilities. Poop coin. It's going to put thousands of people on the street when they lose savings. Again, I see the fact that they have smart contracts, and I see the fact that they burn themselves. And what was the other thing? There was something else that they either had or were going to. Oh yeah, NFTs. They're able to either mint NFTs on there or stake on there. One of those. So they do have a little bit of utility. There's going to be other stuff built on the blockchain as well. This is Blaze 13. Ooh, that is a bullseye for you. It says, Mike, did Sheeb hurt you? I mean, Sheeb's up, so I don't think it's hurting anyone. Or at least not right now. It's possible it, yeah, goes down. Who knows? Blaze13 says, Mr. Collector 28, I hear you, bro. It's so hard to stop. That's when you know you're onto a winning app, when you can't put it down. Agreed. Mariano Lopez says, do you think or do you know if Disney is buying or already bought OMI? Is it possible to happen, or they might be restricted? I mean, I imagine they had to give them some OMI to get the license. Like, hey, we'll give you our OMI as well. And again, with Disney on your side, you're gonna... Anyone trying to go against the Comey is gonna have a hard time. A very hard time. JMan21 says, I want an OMI logo NFT. Same. Jerry Segovia, you invested in Doge? I did not. I would never invest in Doge. Mark Dolevsky says, how does OMI Metaverse win? The Viviverse will win theme parks. Again, we have access to Universal. Universal Studios has theme parks. Island of Adventure. You have Disneyland in there. You're going to have Marvel Land, Star Wars Land. It's going to be insane. It's going to be bananas. Excuse me. And you're going to be able to go and spend OMI in that metaverse. So it's going to be great. Ray Grenade says, I don't know. I feel like being accepted as payment is more of marketing than utility. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is also utility. Like, you can do real world stuff with that crypto. Ray Grenade says, easy way to get Twitter clout. We at Taco Bell, except Shiba. Yeah, that is definitely a good way to do it. Axel Cook says, so do you think the other face-melting news that's not Disney will be SpaceX? Rockets melt faces. Maybe. I don't think they'd announce Pokemon right away. Oh, if they say Nintendo. Again, I thought that they were going to do Star Wars separate from... They were going to do Star Wars partnership and then announce the complete whole Disney partnership. But they didn't. And I also thought that, oh, hey, we're not going to announce... all of Nintendo or Pokemon right away. No, hey, we have a Kirby partnership. We have a Yoshi. We have a Mario. We have a Donkey Kong. Legend of Zelda. And then they'll say, yeah, we got Nintendo. We got Pokemon. But now I think they just might say, like, in Mario Kart 64, it was all you heard was, and then a spinning Nintendo logo. And there's Mario Kart 64. And, God, if they could... Imagine if they could... make an NFT of that face of the Super Mario 64. Put a start to play where you could play with his nose, his eyebrows, his mustache. That was really, really cool. And if you can do that as an NFT, oh my God, I'd get that so hard. Again, I don't care how much it's worth. I don't care how much it could go up to. I want one because it's fun. It's cool. It takes me back to that time in childhood where things were just different. But yeah, I could see that. I could see, like, Mario kicking like a soccer ball, with like against Sonic, and then Pikachu using agility, and he's trying to pass Sonic. Oh, Pikachu gets goal, and then it's just like play sports in Nintendo Land, in the Nintendo verse, in the Veve verse. I would lose my mind. Mr. Collector says, for sure, Blaze 13, you not far behind either. My family and friends thought I was nuts, and now they're jumping in. Again, my friend Dan, the one who is pretty much responsible for me being where I am today, taking me under his wing after I got out of the military and I, joined a shop. He's told me several times, like, hey, you should take your initial investment out. You should, let the rest ride. I can't do that. You can't. A bunch of people said I was crazy. A bunch of people said I was nuts and a bunch of people still say I'm nuts. Like, I've been right so far and haven't been wrong yet. First time for everything. Maybe I will. Probably not going to be this. This is going to be the best. Jerry Segovia says, will Veve accept other cryptos? I don't know. Probably not. Cloudjack says, what could cause OMI/Veve to fail? I said before, solar flare, World War III, alien invasion, abduction, or like a virus that the whole Akomi team happens to get, and they go crazy. Jerry says, will Veve accept Doge? No, they won't. Frank Sabaka says, yeah, I think it's a coin flip for me too. The two reasons I see to keep Carter is she's a con exclusive, and I think Veve might be planning to do something with Mighties in the Veveverse. Yeah, same. John says, is Rosen a dab term? David Rosen's mom? What does dab mean? I think. I don't know. Says, never mind. You have an E, not an I. Yes, he does. Mike says, at Justin Crypto would need to get rid of all poop coins sucking money away from good projects. So trying to build when I can. My dad in his 70s downloaded Veve the other day and now wants to buy OMI. Ayo, good stuff. JP says, look at this mad lad eating ramen and Taco Bell to build his future island. Island of veterinarians that can take care of all the doggos. So JP had an announcement the other day where he says on December 17th, we'll have a very nice day. What's it going to be? I don't know. Does this mic sound familiar to memes sucking all the time away from people? Blaze13 says, gotta love it when other people see the light that Akomi is. Yes, I definitely do. There's a guy who says, I'm bullish on Veve. I am too, Jerry. J-Man says, did you see the Tokidoki logo on Veve? If you look at its dark background, you see Super Mario and Mickey Mouse. Well, we did confirm Nintendo. Pretty sure we can. Or we did confirm Disney. I'm pretty sure we can confirm Nintendo at some point. Mr. Collector says, that's awesome. Cheers to that. We just focus one at a time. Agreed. Mike says, Justin, these meme coins are institutions' paradise. Retail buyers end up penniless, except the very few that got in on the ground floor. Yeah, I don't typically don't invest in meme coins, or I've never invested in one. Would I at some point? Again, Shiba next year, if it still keeps going the way it's going, or if it stays the way it is, I'll probably diversify into that a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to do Bitcoin first, then Ethereum, Solana, Binance Coin, I think Cardano, CRO, and then maybe Shiba. But that is something that does look good long term, or at least right now it does. It might have some legs, and it looks fun. Outside of that, guys, I'm going to bounce. So everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. And check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube. And at Not Star Helix and at Hey David Don on the Twitter. I've been getting locked out of my Twitter recently. So if I make a post and it doesn't sound like something I'd say, I would say ignore that. I'm going to do one more Patreon member shout out. Y para que llorar, para que si duele una pena, se olvida. Y para qué sufrir, para qué si así es la vida, hay que vivir la ley. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida. All right, moving on. Night, everyone. Happy Halloween. Yes, everyone. Happy Halloween. Smash that like button. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. I'm gonna watch the new Paranormal Activity movie. Meow. Thank you guys for the super chats. Those mean the world. Y'all are my bays.